Okay, so this meeting has been unscripted, but okay, and a little bit long. I appreciate your patience and your time. A couple of announcements. One of the things that we have been doing as your executive committee is trying to elevate Greenwood in terms of this state's political process. You often hear about people going to the rural communities, or they go to Charleston and Greenville, and that's it. And we're like, there are a lot of the rest of us here that are living and concerned about the conditions in which we're living in. And so we've been raising that argument, not just us, but many counties similar in size, with our state government about trying to become a part of the debate. On June 19th, one of the national leaders with presidential aspirations is planning to make a stop in Greenwood. That morning, June 19th, they're going to start off in Greenville. Then midday, they're going to make a stop in Greenwood. We're still working out the details on that. And then they're going to move on to someplace else. I want you to be a part of that. Part of elevating our visibility and becoming a part of that process is when we're given the opportunity, we need to show up. So I'm asking you now to mark your calendars for June 19th. I'll give you details on the dates and on the location as we work those details out. But that June 19th, we're going to have the state party here with a national presidential contender swinging through South Carolina to take the pulse on what we think is important and hear what he or she suggests that we do about it. So put that on your calendar. The second thing is, we do 2 food drives. We missed our spring food drive. In August, we're going to have our campus food drive. So I'm asking you now to start making preparations and buying whatever you need to buy so that you can be a part of that campus food drive. A lot of our college students are having food insecurity, partly because of what they choose to eat and don't want to eat, and partly because of the access. Either way, we're not judging, we're just trying to step into that gap. So, what's the difference? In our spring food drive, when we're trying to support the food pantry, canned goods from greens to corn, all of that works well. None of that works if a college student is in a dorm. What do they like? They like granola bars, they like suggestions? Ramen, that's what I was looking for. Ramen is huge. It's also cheap. So that works well for all of us. What I'd really like you to do, rather than making it an afterthought, let's put some real conscious effort into this particular food drive that we're going to have. It will be in August. I'm telling you now, in June, so that you can start preparing and bringing your items for a food drive in August. And I want you to think what you would have wanted if you're in a college dorm. I want you to think, what could you grab and go? Fruit's also a good example. As you're going out the door to class or you're late to class or whatever else. But we really want to make sure that's a part of what we do. All right? Are there other community announcements? I know Cassandra has one. Come on. Oh, Bishop, you can come.
Good morning, everybody. On June 19th, we always have our Juneteenth prayer breakfast that will be here. Our 3rd annual prayer breakfast will be at 8 a.m. on Juneteenth here at Morris Chapel Baptist Church, this year sponsored by the Divine Nine chapter of Greenwood County. And we will be here at 8 a.m. and the keynote speaker is our very own Dr. Jamel Brooks. Can we give her a hand? Amen. We want everyone to come. You can register online. The breakfast is only $10. I would hope, I don't know what time the presidential candidate's entourage is coming At 11? All right. Well, if they want breakfast, they're free to come to this venue that would probably be advantageous for them. Brother Moore, if you could work on that, we would love to have them to show their face. It would do a lot for Divine Nine. It would do a lot for the Democratic Party. It would do a lot for Greenwood. And I didn't know that until you mentioned it today. But we like everyone to come and celebrate Juneteenth with us here at Morris Chapel Baptist Church. We have a Divine Nine choir this year that's going to be singing. We have speakers from each Panhellenic organization that's going to give a 2-minute synopsis of what Juneteenth means to them. And we would love to have you all to come to be here with us on June 19th at 8 a.m. for our 3rd annual Juneteenth prayer breakfast. Thank you.
And how perfect is that? Because I also have an announcement about Juneteenth. I think you guys hopefully all have lower. He always has to tell me how to use the mic. Someday I'll get it. Can you all see these on your table, hopefully? So 2 announcements related to Juneteenth and 5051. As a reminder, 5051 speaks to 50 rallies, 50 states, 1 movement. We have a 5051 chapter here in Greenwood. It is nonpartisan, but we share many values and many members. So 2 things related to 5051. First of all, Juneteenth, there's some information about that celebration, which is on Saturday the 20th, on your tables. At the start of the celebration, there is a parade, and 5051 will be walking in the parade. We invite any and all of you to join us. If you'd like to participate, but you can't make the walk, find Tori. She's got a couple of seats in her fancy schmancy convertible, and she'd be happy to take you for a ride. Also related to 5051, our next rally will be part of the national rally on June 27th. The theme will be all of US, all of us, celebrating an inclusive United States. And we'll be rallying in our usual spot on Main Street and Court Avenue around In on the Square from 2 to 4, sign making beginning at 1 o'clock. And finally, if we have any supporters for Eunice Laymacher, we do have some yard signs in the back there for you to pick up. Thanks, guys.
Hello, can you hear me okay? I'm here to recruit volunteers for the CDM banquet. There's a group of which I'm a member working very hard behind the scenes to plan it, and we do need volunteers. There's a volunteer sign-up sheet, an orange page on your table. If you would give it careful consideration and sign up for what you'd like to do. I'm still new here, but I can tell you that there's a whole lot of volunteering that goes on in this organization. It's pretty impressive. So we need you, and if you would, sign up, and I'll pick those up after the event. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments for the good? All right. I do want to recognize that we have a county councilman running for office in Saluda, Doris Hicks. You've heard from her before. Please stand. Again, local elections are important. We may not be able to vote for her, but people who know people, right? So it's not about keeping it quiet in here. We need to help generate the buzz in the community. I'm gonna make one comment about that, and then I'm gonna move to adjourn, okay? As we come through this election, a lot of people think this is a difference between us and them, whether it's Republicans and Democrats, or black and white, or rich and poor. There's a lot of different distinctions. If you have candidates that believe in what you believe in, if you have candidates that are willing to give voice to what you think we need to do to improve our community, it is incumbent upon us to take it personally and do our best to get them elected. Sometimes it's going to be standing in a protest or participating in a rally. Sometimes it's going to be with your pocketbook. But more importantly, it's going to be in the conversations that you have in your communities. So don't just leave all of that at the door when you go out. Now, more importantly, this is a contest about influence, and we need to influence each other. The sign campaign, if you believe in these candidates, put a sign in your yard. Folk aren't fearful about sticking big old McCravey banners in their yard and letting everybody in the world see that this is who we are for, and you ought to do the same thing. They weren't shy about doing that with Trump. It's time for us to say, well, you know, we've got our preferences too, and let that be known so that we can start influencing and swaying our neighbors. All right? That being said, if there's nothing else, is there, yes? Oh, somebody get her a mic. You're on.
To be in attendance.
Okay, can you
Thank
repeat
you.
that one more time? You just came in through the mic. Try it again. That was a dress rehearsal.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
We have made some of the final plans for the Cornell Drummond Mays banquet. It has been scheduled for August 29th here at Marsh Chapel. So we're expecting and please asking that all of you would come out and support us. We are, our goal is 400 this time. So we got to work hard and fast. So if you would please join us and sign the volunteer sheet. If you don't know what you want to do, just put your name and phone number on it. So we'll call you when we have something for you to do. Thank you so much in advance.
Right.
Also, let me state this. They will be having a Freedom Fund celebration on Saturday, which is next Saturday at the Brooklyn Baptist Church down in Columbia, South Carolina. The time is 6 o'clock p.m. The reception time is 7 o'clock p.m. There again, the keynote speaker for this event will be U.S. Congressman Jasmine Crockett. And this will be at Brooklyn Baptist Church on next Saturday afternoon. Next Saturday afternoon, Brooklyn Baptist Church, U.S. Congressman Jasmine Crockett will be there. Freedom Farm Banquet, NAACP, 6 o'clock p.m. I think the banquet tickets are $100, but someone informed me too, they thought it was $150, but I think mine was $100. So, but they have really good speakers. If you can attend, it'd be a very nice event if you can attend.
All right. That being said, do we have a motion to adjourn? So moved. All in favor? Ayes have it. Y'all have a great weekend.